Welcome back to Frostpunk 2. In the last episode we did of course enable the surplus injectors after having converted the generator from coal to oil. And then I kind of forgot, so it was not intentional, that by enabling the surplus injectors I was going to trigger the whiteout. But what's done is done, and this is where we're at now. So, whiteout it is. Or rather, whiteout preparations it is. Now the whiteout is going to take a little while, so I'm not sure if we are going to finish with that in this episode. It might actually cover 2 episodes, to be honest. But yeah. Let's just get started. When we ended the last episode, I was working on these new housing districts because we need housing, and I was quickly need to check over here. Yeah, everything here is good currently, and we also had exploration teams out and about. I don't remember where, so let's just have a quick look around. And it says one. What one? Here, ready to explore Fortitude Valley. Where is Fortitude Valley? Does it say this is ready to explore? Ah, yeah, right, yeah, okay. So I didn't click that earlier. Rowett Expedition, possible settlement. The abandoned base welcomes us with a Fortitude sign. The roof has collapsed on the lab where scientists studied the cause of the frost. Our scouts salvaged the cores and construction materials from the halls. Rebuilding the base will allow us to better support our scouting expeditions. Kinda feel that I did something here and that might have updated the text. We have 13 cores and 495 prefabs, so let's just do come back later on this one for now. We have 55 Frostlands teams, so we're going to launch an expedition into the Cursed Valley. Some of you might know that there's something here, some of you might not, so I won't say anything, but needless to say we need to explore this. That leaves us with 35. Those are still dangerous. Food cores and prefabs. This mountain stuff is dangerous. Dangerous. Safe. Get the stuff we need to make mountains less dangerous. These mountains are safe. They have coal though, and I don't feel that I need coal. The meadow, we'll go there. That leaves us with 15. Could harvest that one. 5 teams. But I think we have enough food as is. Yeah, we do. We need to... No, we don't actually. We can do that. We can take that. Let's harvest this. We don't need a road up there. This one I'm not going to touch that because that's going to increase disease. Here we can take the machines and we can establish an outpost for whaling. Let's do that. Needs a trail. This one is on its way back and so is this one. That leaves us with 10 and that should bring us up to 20 when they return. Now I need to have a look at our laws, because there is some way that we can... Okay, so we have a new work model thing. Yeah, that's the radical law that I don't want. Exploration here. Mechanized scouts reduces the exploration time. The other law, which we didn't research, decreases the risk. Yeah, there's not really that much we can do, to be honest. The only thing that I know that I can do is I can build, let's see here, logistics. I can build another scout's headquarters. That decreases the territory threat level. I guess we're going to have to do that. So we need more heat stamps. But that's not going to be prioritized. We need to finish up the housing. I could also use another factory. These two are going to go away. That's 237. This one is 237, so that's going to leave us in a deficit. Do we have any more materials here? No. So we need to go up here. Extraction district. Can we fit all of these in here? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's no way I can get this and that. Oh well, this is going to create squalor in this district here. This district is now a dense housing district. I think I left those 3 for that one. Do I want to build that? Yes. And then this one should be these 3. Oh boy. Yeah, that's good. Just what I needed right now. We did not need another bunch of people right at this moment. We need to work more on this then. These are the expeditions that are coming back, I believe. Yep. Fishing village about to deplete. That's fine. How much do the hubs cost? 80-50. They also cost workforce. So food 150, materials 100. Okay, so we need another material stockpile. Why can't I build there? Probably because we have one there. Okay, material stockpile hub. I mean, there works. We also need another goods stockpile hub very soon. We're also running low on goods here because of the population influx. Now you might understand why we're already at 8%. This is why I don't want to have too much of the population growth. Blessed with oil, rising fervor. Steward, some of the faith keepers have begun using oil for their ceremonies, convinced that this divine gift will get us through the incoming whiteout unscathed. The devoted receive a black smudge on their forehead, a sign of their righteous commitment to defeating the frost. Several made a pilgrimage to the old dreadnought to bless themselves with oil from the source. Their devotion to facing the frost is clear. Relations with the Faithkeepers improved after we pledged to defeat the frost. Faithkeepers' fervor is increased. But now, each of these two factions have fervor. Now, I can remove that fervor very easily by just going into the New Londoners and ask them to de-radicalize, but I don't think I want to do that right now. It's not currently a problem. Okay, so that's that district up and running. I really need to ice break some more here. I was hoping that I wouldn't have to, but... or frost break, I guess. Then we need another housing district. I hope I'm frost breaking that one. Yes, I am. They're almost home. This one is now empty. So that'll help with the squalor issue here. As soon as this one empties as well, there won't be any squalor leaking over to the housing. That one will leak over though. The New Londoners are delighted you kept your word. They now look upon your rule more positively and consider you a leader with integrity. That's because we researched the waste. Let's see here, the waste management facility. So we researched the waste incineration facility. Out of these things, we probably should continue to... I mean, I could just hold down left Alt. Oh, my cursor disappeared again. You can see what you have. So I need... I don't want that. Society. Parenthood. That's the evolvers. I don't want population growth. Treatment. Conservative treatment. Diseases decreased. Yeah, that's fine. Frost breaking is done. Now, can I see? Yeah. As long as this is not frost broken, it shouldn't cause squalor for us. That's good. So this is a high rise. That one is done.
Some chemical food additives are highly flammable. Arrange cupboards carefully.
Indeed. Housing district, so 1, 2... I want 3 from the food district. No, it's actually going to be from near housing district, so... should cover our housing needs for now. Faithkeeper's demands failed. The Faithkeepers are furious you broke your word. They now look upon your rule with more negatively and doubt your integrity. Just false. I mean... no. Didn't, but... that promise I'm fine with. Breaking. I don't want a radical law. For the whiteout... okay, we can see it on the compass now. Or the meteorological thing. We do have 20... we could explore the coast down there, but that's risky. Dangerous. 20 launch expedition up there. There's another event going on. A beacon of hope. Incoming whiteout. Steward, our... oh gods. Our guards have encountered a group of frozen, terrified outsiders at the edge of the city. They speak of stories spreading among the destitute groups, scraping by in the frozen wastes, that our improved generator can ensure safety for all, that here people can have a future. It seems New London has become a beacon of hope in the face of incoming whiteout. There will be more people coming. Population growth increases. Laws regulating outsiders' influx unlocked. Population growth is extremely increased. I definitely do not want that. Our population is soaring. Right. Let's have a look at those population laws, shall we? Outsiders. Supported by evolvers, because this one would be beneficial. Active workers. Admit no. outsiders. Accept all outsiders, which will actually increase the population growth even further. We're going to do admit no outsiders. Propose. And let's hope that this passes, or I'll have to do it again and then negotiate with them. I mean, all of the others were hesitant.
The delegates have
Gosh darn it.
The law is tabled.
Fine. Emergency council session. Society, city, outsiders, admit no outsiders, propose this law, negotiate, hesitant, faith keepers, vote for, no. No. Both of those are radical. But yeah, a waste incineration facility, that's fine. Accept. Vote. Thank you.
Hear ye, hear ye. The ayes have it.
I mean, yes, that's a rather radical decision of me to just leave everyone outside of the city, but I definitely do not want that kind of... Now it's still up at rising quickly. Rising quickly is bad enough. So I wanted a scout headquarters. But I also need goods. It's not going to cover a factory over there, but that's fine. It's going to cover all of these three. Not that the workforce is really that necessary, but... Okay, it's fine. I want to expand this district, if the game will allow me to. Not enough tiles to finish district. Go. How much squalor is... Yeah. No, it's not covering the actual... it's near, but it's not near enough. We can also build a housing district up here, so I think we shall do that. This conservative treatment proposed by the Faith Keepers, so we'll have a vote on that. This one is dense, so it has one more upgrade. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we need 50 prefabs. Okay, this is getting hectic. This is definitely getting hectic. Now you expand because we want you to neighbor the other district there. This one has been expanded, good, so we're up to 386, which should be more than what we lose when this... Yeah, good. I need to build a waste incineration facility. That one is quite expensive. 200 feed stamps, 100 prefabs, and a core. But that's okay. The meadow has been explored. What's going on here? Almost empty, okay. That's fine. The meadow is apparently here. Plague shacks. The crowd surviving in these hunting shacks have a distinctive pox all over their skin. They claim their affliction makes them more resistant to the cold. Unconvinced, our scouts keep their distance, and so they shall. I have no need for these people. Silver automatons. The old empire. Under the snow lies a convoy of automatons with imperial livery and tarnished silver hulls. The machines seem to have come from the Ashtop Mountains. The scouts managed to decipher their last instructions. If no one arrives, seek survivors. Our scouts are confident they could repair the automatons to work in New London. Otherwise, we could repurpose the automatons' cores. I'm fairly sure that'll give us more workforce. We have enough, so we'll just take the 4 cores. We'll take the cores, without a doubt. I'm going to explore the mountains here as well. Okay, come on, people. 3 days left. "33 weeks. Wait, the reason why you're not able to do that is because for some reason our material stockpiles are full. Didn't I build a material stock? I did. What the heck's going on here? Fine, let's build another one then. Black Baptism. Rising fervor. Here. Steward, the Faith Keepers organized a mass baptism in the Central District. Through oil we will be reborn. Through oil we will vanquish the frost and subdue the earth. Go forth and spread word through the city, is the sermon they repeat over and over again. While the Faith Keepers insist that it was an innocent religious ceremony, the Evolvers are strongly condemning this show of force. They urge us to forbid further public baptisms. What should we do? We can let them continue the baptisms? Faith can help us unite the city and create a warm paradise. The Hold Evening Prayers community action will be upgraded to organize baptisms. Or we could prohibit them, which will increase the fervor of the Faith Keepers. Let's just allow them to continue this. I feel that this is not going to go end well. Let's organize some baptisms, shall we? 65 baptized join the flock.
Sinners
500 new join, 5,307 baptized in oil, okay.
near the generator.
We have 6,005, 1,924, 7,700, 10,000, 1,111. Now, please don't tell me that there is a maximum of 200k stockpile. No, thank. Tentacles or something. That would have been annoying. Thank you. Let's demolish this, and that should give us... Yep. A vote on conservative treatment will be held... Now, I'm fine with that one. It increases disease. So I have no issue with that.
Hear ye, hear ye. The proposed law has been approved.
Good. Now, while we wait for that thing to go down, let's build that waste incineration facility.
Take note. A new rule enters into force.
Yeah, it has to be built in an industrial... I'm fine with that. This is a good district for that, I suppose. Oh, these haven't been expanded yet. Well, no matter. They shall be eventually, so... The Whiteout is getting closer as well. I mean, building that waste facility to treatment plant is not a bad idea, since Scholar is at minor now. I would like to eliminate it, which it will be. Faithkeepers are delighted you kept your word, blah blah blah, trust rises. And that should diminish the Scholar. Greatly decreased. It demands 80 heat, so this thing demands 140 heat now. 60 and 80. Yeah. What's this? That's a fuel stockpile hub. Now I want to build another industrial district. Can I build that so that I get 3 from extraction? And 3, yep. Plus 40 heat. That's good. And then we can also build the Scouts headquarters here. And we can also go and have a look at the laws. So the Parenthood one is only population growth. I really don't want any more population growth. The housing blocks, those can be built in different blocks than the actual, you see, constructed in these districts. Food, extraction, industrial, logistics, and housing. So you can build them all around the city. It gives 20 shelter. It takes away 1 heat stamp's income, which is a bit of an annoyance if you pick the subsidized one. The dense one increases disease, gives a little bit more shelter, whereas the normal one gives just 10 shelter. Out of these, I would say that the one that Ilvers, this one is the best one. But I imagine it's going to cause issues with the Faithkeepers, because I seem to recall that they get annoyed if you build stuff that is opposed to their ideology. They wouldn't mind these. I guess we can research this one, because it's kind of a quick fix solution before I get proper housing blocks built up. And it researches quickly enough. We have 20 Frostlands teams available. Does that mean we have explored something that I missed? Yes, it does mean that. The Cursed Valley. The ruins of Winterhome. Winterhome has a cursed history. A series of corrupt leaders pushed the city's generator beyond its limits. At last, a competent captain took charge, but by then the generator had been permanently damaged and doomed to explode. The city's people had no choice but to gather all they could to a nearby dreadnought and take their chances in the Frostland. Yeah, I feel I did a good job with that. Rumour has it that the ruins still hold valuable resources, but our scouts avoid the site, fearing toxic gases leaking from fissures in the ground and ghosts that wail through the night. This place is dead. We should move on. This one is the Dreadnought Husk, Curse of Winterhome. An ancient empty dreadnought hull towers. Ancient empty dreadnought hull towers over the flat snow. Our scouts met some people living in shelters on the leeward sides, who claimed the mighty machine was stripped clean long before they arrived. The people have asked us to take them to New London, if only so they can be further away from the ruins of Winterhome. Everyone who goes there comes back with a cough that only worsens, one of the camp leaders said. Stay away. We can take in 2,269 Frostlanders, or we can come back later. Let's come back later. That requires 10. Sample stuff down there. This one also requires 10, so that's 20. Now let's go up there and go down there. I've actually explored a fair amount of the map now. Was my intention. Back to New London. We do have our housing situation well under control now, and the next population increase will be... Oh, it's at 69% now. That joke gets old, but it's still needed, obligatory. Yeah, when the next population rise influx comes, we should have enough housing. What I'm worried about is actually the goods, also the food, because we're getting. Yeah, that one disappeared. So 160. So we are barely making enough food as is right now. Family duties, all do maintenance. Steward, we have received complaints that more and more people performing maintenance duty are bringing their children with them. While it seems to boost morale, the extra fuss also hinders efficiency. It's a bloody circus around here with all the screaming and shrieking. Parents keep running after their kids and get nothing done, complained a welder on duty. This is in line with family apprenticeship, asserts a father of 5. My lady, my lads shadow me all the time. How else are they supposed to learn? We need to weigh in. So we can let the children participate. All do maintenance. Decreases tension, but is less effective at decreasing materials demand. Relations improve with faith keepers. Or we could ban children from participating, which will increase or improve our relation with evolvers. Yeah, I'm going to ban the children. I don't think it's going to do a whole lot with the evolvers, but having children with you on maintenance work, even if we have the family apprenticeship, does not seem to me to be safe.
If your doctor prescribes a novel treatment, report them at once.
Good point. We seem to have finished exploring something again, because suddenly we have 25 Frostlands teams. What the heck did I explore this time? The Redemption Way, apparently. This should be safe now. Good. Shipwreck Camp. Settlement population, approximately 5,000 people. Broken chains hang from the gunwale of a wrecked prison hulk. Founded by escaped convicts who swore all residents would be equal, rival gangs formed over time and now compete for power. Our scouts say the settlement is in chaos, with different laws and practices behind each bulkhead. Until a clear authority reigns, there is nothing we can do with the wreck. We can reinstate the old leaders. They are rumored to be hiding out in the nearby ridgeline. We can support new leadership. That means we will have to arm the men at the nearby Baron's Cave, and they'll be able to defeat the rival gangs and bring about order. Or we could bring them back to New London, which... No. Or we could come back later. I wish it told me what those choices implicated. Okay, so this here. Baron's Cave. A wall of whiskey barrels protect the entrance to this cave. Inside, shackled servants sell anything from stolen jackets to sun drugs. Okay. Towards the back of the market is where the servants themselves are bought and sold. Scouts were handed a message. To whoever rules New London. Rescued each of my servants from certain death. Plague-ridden bilge of the shipwreck camp. Send us the materials to make weapons, and we can expand to the shipwreck itself. The Baron. We can send materials. However, we must take more steps towards merit before our people will accept these allies. We can shut it down. That will free the servants. Not sure what that means. Or we could come back later. I'm just going to come back later, and we need to explore the ridgeline now. I wanted to explore these mountains, but we need to explore the ridgeline so we can see if we can do anything with this. And back to the city. Diminishing, stable, diminishing, diminishing, stable. Okay, so what I want to do is frost break so we can get out into this. The housing district there, I don't think we need to do anything with that. How much oil do we have in excess over at the other... Oh, we actually lack oil there now. Need to go here. So, this one has a fracturing pump jack. This one has a fracturing pump jack. This one does not. Okay. Extraction. Fracturing pump jack. Requires 34 more workforce. Yeah, that's fine. Sadie Goggins, 27, Potter, scrubbing the word heathen off her door. Claiming I receive men at night or that I ate Mrs. Crenshaw's cat is no longer enough. Now they mark my door. Even Guinea, the shopkeeper, is avoiding me now. I've had enough. I give up. I'll go through with their damned baptism. Just a bit of oil, after all, a smudge really. A trade. One mark for another. One that will buy me peace and quiet. One that will make them one of them. The Faith Keepers continue their mass baptisms. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling that I might be creating some kind of religious zealot... community here. I mean, might not exactly be what I wanted to do, but... No, I think we'll do it like that instead. Then this one also needs to be expanded. Then this one needs to be expanded. At the right... yeah, it is. Set that to goods, which means we now have... We could build a mechanical factory here. There was a law that I know that I want, now that I remember. Frostland freight docks. That's what I want. I want more skyways capacity. We go with the New Londoners or Faith Keepers, we do get a little bit less. Then we get more resource production in outposts that are connected by skyways. This one is actually annoying. Or maybe not. It's more skyways capacity. New Londoners. Research idea. How are we doing with the whiteout? It's coming down there. We have scouted out the area. Come on, game. You can do it. Thank you. That. Ruins of Tesla City. Okay, yeah, I remember that. The looming remains of a city once famed for its technological marvels. The place has a bad reputation and has been picked clean over the years, but to our surprise, our scouts uncovered a yet undiscovered chamber. It houses a mechanical calculator powered by a coal-to-oil converter. It remains active, though no one knows what it's calculating. We can either remove the converter to replicate in New London, though this will deactivate the machine, or we can send a team here to use the machine to boost our research. So this gives a research outpost that increases research speed by 10%. Completes coal liquefaction research on arrival in New London. Well, that's fine by me. 50,000 coal stockpile and 5 Frostlands team. Oh, okay, then we'll do that. And we can also get 50,000 materials, but I don't think we need that. Because I think we are quite full on materials. Yeah, we are. It's nice to have that in backup, though. Mysterious towers. Tall towers can be spotted on the top of these peaks. Further exploration has been hindered by the constant winds and shearing glaciers surrounding the site. Our scouts have noted that some tunnels by Tesla City head in this direction. We could outfit an expedition to try to reach this site from underground. That requires 30 Frostlands teams, so we need to come back later. It appears to be materials. Then, the captain's mine. The captain himself ordered this mine dug as New London's coal began to dwindle, but its hastily laid trail was lost to a whiteout. The shafts are marked with the miners' final farewells to their families, and an outpost here could increase our supply by 250 coal until its deposit of 210,000 coal is depleted, and we don't need that. However, I would like to build Skyway up to there. Do we need... Yeah, I need one more income cycle of heat stamps. Although, it's not as important as this, but they are still traveling. Oh, they should arrive very soon, actually. There we go. Fracturing pump jack, build that there. We need a little bit more housing here. We need more heat stamps. Replicated from Frostland prototype, so we finished the conversion from coal to oil, the coal liquefaction. If Peps is watching, he would be most amused by the fact that I need to use coal liquefaction. Okay, so we also need some more goods. We are in a deficit of goods in New London, for sure. What's the heck's going on over here? Oh, I expanded these, so they defaulted back to materials or prefabs. There we go. That helps. We're producing 30 prefabs a week, which is ample currently. There we go, that should finish an exploration as well. Like so. That's the one down here, the Barren Plains, not Barren. Rowett Expedition staging area. Judging from the remains, not our remains, that would be awkward. Dozens of vehicles were manned and loaded here. Our scouts found some maps in a half-buried crate, each marked with the possible locations of other generator cities. One was annotated with thick letters. Rowett knows. They left with such enthusiasm that many tools and scrap pieces were left behind to be buried by snow and time. Yeah, that's another material stockpile. Hunting camp, Rowett expedition. A row of hunters' hangars breaks the flat white landscape. Once the workers gathered food for a great expedition, now we may gather food to feed our great city. That's not really a lot. I'm going to leave that alone. And the lovers. A pair of automatons lie broken in the snow. Their tracks show they lost their navigational bearings and followed each other in a circle until they broke down. The scouts make their stories sound almost romantic. That's a bizarre thought. We can either take their cores or repair the automatons to work in New London. We'll take the 2 cores. So, that one we have an expedition for. I think we should... That's challenging but safe. We are already charting that area. People, cores, coal and prefabs. Materials and cores, that's 10 though. No, I think I want to explore these mountains that are near us. Let's do these first. We have ample explorers out and running, or out and about. And again, we need more housing, but this time it's not that urgent. High rise. This is regular housing. We need to frost break up here. This is now open, so we should build a food district. To be honest, we should actually frost break more. High rise. This one is expanded. This one isn't. We can expand that one, but we need one more heat stop. There we go. That's... Okay, so what is this? This is a housing district. This is a food district. And this is a food district. It's going to get colder very soon. Let's have a look at our resource transfer. We can transfer more oil. Since it's going to get colder, I'm going to stop at 300. We have 47 left over there. Did I... Yeah, the other ones are in balance. Oh. Oh. Interesting. Didn't see those icons before. Now what's going on? Something's going on over here now.
Oil workers.
Intruders. Steward, a group of strangers has arrived at the old dreadnought. They call themselves the Wanderers. That sounds familiar. They seem to be a nomadic tribe for whom this wreck was a pilgrimage site. When they learned their tombs were destroyed, they were furious, clenched jaws the only sign of outrage. As we've taken their camp, they ask that we at least provide a stockpile of oil that will enable them to survive the whiteout. They seem desperate enough to be a threat. We can give them 30,000 oil, which we would have to stockpile here, or we can turn them down and secure the site. You will need 12 guard squads to protect the colony. We're going to do that. I'm ruthless here, aren't I? Send guards from New London or send oil from New London. We're just going to send guards. We have ample guards squads. And heat demand increased and our oil is down to +7.
Brace yourselves. Cold is coming.
Indeed. Okay, housing district. I don't think I need... No, I don't. Let's build that like that. And then frost break up here. Now, for the food district, we need to start here. Build it like that. In this district, we can then expand like that. Get another Faithkeeper rally so we can get more heat stamps, which I'm very happy with. I'm not going to organize more baptisms. This city is zealous as enough as is. 47 per week. And something happening here. Nomads surrender. Steward, last night our guards attacked the nomads camped near the old dreadnought. Overwhelmed and outnumbered, the nomads surrendered. They approached to parley. They took great care to avoid the sight of the graves that we desecrated, and then they made ready to return to their families. We will never be content with what happened here, the leader said, but we cannot fight you. May the Frostland judge you as she does. The old dreadnought is now safe. Steward, we sent our guards to attack the nomads on their turf. Our scouts have reported their victory, won through little bloodshed. The nomads fled almost immediately, certain this would not be a fight, but a slaughter. The colony foreman is confident that the nomads will not return. Victory. Okay, so this is 50 per route segment, so we need 150 heat stamps for me to build the trail that I want to build. Should have that very soon. The Whiteout is definitely angling closer. Now we get the automated freight dock, so we can also build that, but let's do this skyway first and foremost. There we go. So they'll build that. Is there room for an automated freight dock in here? Yes, there is. I mean, we can't afford it, but 120 heat stamps. That's more food up and running. Now, I think we're going to just simply go to resources and research hothouses, because we need those now. I don't particularly feel that I want to do these, even though they do have more food output. It increases the disease, and it's also going to cause problems with the Faithkeepers down the road. So I'm just going to go with the New Londoners for this to get them up above favorable, hopefully. It's just 50 stamps, so... Thing is good.
An automaton has broken down and is blocking traffic. Technicians are on their way.
Medical descent conservative treatment. A steward, an angry young doctor, came to complain about the inertia created by conservative treatment. We lost 3 people last week because of the fossilized procedures of our senior staff. Me! I could have saved them, not these outdated dinosaurs, he raged. Don't let more people die because of the fuzzing of a few old men. The senior physicians shrug it off. Lack of control are the surest way to malpractice. Inexperienced doctors often struggle when losing a patient. He will get used to it. What should we do? We can amend the law to allow exceptions. This will mean that conservative treatment is more effective at decreasing disease, but it increases tension and our relations slightly worsen with faith keepers. Alternatively, we could maintain strict oversight, which will improve our relations with the faith keepers. I don't see why we shouldn't amend the law. Yeah, let's do that. Tension is barely noticeable. Speaking of which, how is the factions now? Since there is some fervor. Yeah, 41 against. I don't think there's any other law in pass currently. Unless we go into the radical territory, which I have no intention of. Yeah, we've managed to explore the fortified ridge. The woodsman. Shipwreck camp. The sound of sawmills can be heard miles before reaching this small commune of old escaped convicts. Each worker is paid equally, regardless of seniority, and they each wear the same uniforms even when not on shift. It seems they were once the organizer of the shipwreck camp, but many thought they were corrupt, and new gangs forced them out of town. Receive sawmills. If we reinstate the woodsmen as leaders of the shipwreck camp, they will gladly give us the sawmills. We could take it by force, or we could come back later. Then, the textiles factory. The factory's machinery has been all taken away, but thousands of uniforms lie in the warehouse, neatly sorted into rows according to size. A delivery schedule shows the clothes were being sent to the shipwreck camp. The last deliveries are marked as refused. The uniforms are simple, but made from quality yarn. In any case, too many clothes are better than not enough. We take the uniforms, which will give us 25,000 goods in our stockpile. We could use them as scrap fabric, which will give us 50,000 material stockpile, or we could come back later. I'm not sure if either of these is a good option. We don't need materials anyways, so I'm going to come back later. Now we are going to click this, and we can reinstate the old leaders. So we could forcefully reinstate the woodsmen to bring equality and order to these people. That will... Oh, they will provide us with guards, will they? 10 Frostland teams and 15 guard squads. Yes. We'll do that. We have 20 exploration teams. I'm fairly sure... Oh, we've also managed to explore the Purification Pass. Ghost Town. All signs indicate this settlement was habited until recently. Strangely, the larder was emptied, but most clothing and personal items were left behind. There are some bloodstains in the snow, but no bodies were found. One scout found a salvageable core beneath the hearth of the town hall, earning herself extra rations. The buildings themselves contain useful components too, if we can spare the men to dismantle them. We can take the core, we can take everything, which I don't know what gives us, so we'll just come back later. And then there's a musk ox herd. Our scouts swear these beasts grow thicker coats every year, adapting to the frost. In a few years, they might be able to survive in a whiteout without a care. There's a little bit of food up here that we're not going to touch. Okay, so as soon as this is finished, we can see what's over here. There we go. And there's an event. Talk of a protest. Steward. Relations with the Evolvers have become unbearably tense. They see your current efforts as utter folly and spit on the ground whenever you enter the council. If there wasn't a whiteout at our door, we would be out there with our fists held high, dragging the city to a halt until you finally start to see reason, they warn. We can ignore them for now, but we may consider placating them before the weather worsens. Evolvers warn that they will take action after the whiteout if you cannot keep the relations at least neutral. We could repeal conservative treatment. We could research communal parenthood. Or we could ignore them. I mean, if all they want to do is research communal parenthood, that's fine with me. How bad is that? Let me just do this one. Everything. 1 core and 500 prefabs. Sure, thank you. Let's just quickly go into the city and check. Our numbers look fine. This one is getting ready to be depleted in 47 weeks. This one has the deep melting drill. I wonder, could I build one more of them? I just check that. No, I can't build another one. I can build one in this district, and I can build one in this district to get more food. 160? No, we're fine on food. One, two, three, I guess. This one has everything it needs from the food districts here. Should I build another housing district? Guess I should. However, the whiteout is coming closer. We are at a rather good location right now. Oh, there's one thing we could do before I wrap up things, which is of course this one. We need to rebuild the loading station. That one is here. Rebuild it. Takes 200 prefabs. Let's do that. And then, yes, we can access the spring. Some of our sick and wounded will recover faster with these warm waters. Allows creation of an outpost to reduce disease. Now we need to build a skyway up here. And notice how we can't enter. It's just an outpost with 3,000 people. We can zoom in on it as far as this, and that's it. Skyway. There we go. Shut this down. It doesn't really do much except free the servants. I don't know what that actually does. This is our shipwreck camp expedition. We should finish that one. Now this just needs skyways or trails. Okay, let me just quickly have a look at what we have. Yeah, this is a chemical hothouse. Let's get the communal parenthood. Just start the research for that. Then we'll start the research for the communal parenthood, as I said. So here, and we research communal parenthood, research that idea. And then this, Faithkeeper's fervor weakens. Steward, you have kept the Faithkeepers on good terms for a long time. As your relations flourish, their leaders have gone out of their way to appease some agitated members of their faction. We wish to keep the current state of our city, said one of them, and we do not need instigators among our ranks. Faithkeeper's fervor decreases. So we no longer have any fervor in that faction. These guys are skeptical, these guys are hostile. Devoted, supporting. How are things looking over here? Temperature is going to drop once more. The Whiteout has reached the Whispering Valley, so it will reach New London within a couple of weeks. I think that is a good time to wrap up this episode, and we'll have the Whiteout, or the next episode will be dedicated to dealing with the Whiteout. So for now, I really hope that you enjoyed the episode and that you are enjoying the series. If you have any questions and or comments, then as always, please feel free to leave those down in the comment section. And even if you do not have any questions or comments, then I would really truly appreciate it if you just left an emoji or some, maybe an amusing comment or something down there. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you all in the next episode.